Good evening. Our news summary for this Thursday, the 28th of August. The ballot papers to be used for the upcoming elections scheduled for the 25th, 26th and 27th of September will be printed at a printing company in Dubai. This is the same company that the Electoral Commission used to print ballot papers for the last elections held in 2020. This morning, two officers from the Electoral Commission, including the Chief Electoral Officer, Manuela Amsbury, left the country for Dubai to carry out preliminary preparations ahead of the ballot paper printing process. These preparations include finalizing the contract with the printing company and confirming the layout of the ballot papers, amongst the other tasks. With regards to the cost of this process, Mrs. Amsbury stated that an announcement will be made at a later date once everything has been finalized. She also emphasized that the printing process will only begin once representatives of the various political parties and independent candidates due to participate in the elections arrive in Dubai and give their approval. The candidates are expected to leave the country on Sunday, the 31st of August.
Today, myself and the IT manager is leaving for us to start the preparation for the printing of ballots. Here we're talking about technical aspect and logistic of the printing itself. And on Sunday, the delegation consisting of political parties candidates and independent candidates are coming to observe. We intend to finalize contract, finalize all logistic arrangements before they come so that we can ensure a smooth process when they arrive.
The Cabinet has approved several policies and plans during its scheduled meeting yesterday, chaired by President Wavel Ramkalawan. They include an amendment to the Foreign Exchange Act and approval of the L'Union Estate Master Plan for tourism, agriculture and waste management and luxury services vehicles.
Cabinet approved a revised proposal to amend subsection 8.3 of the Foreign Exchange Act 2009, mandating that currency conversions and subsection 8.2a or b use the exchange rate published by an authorized dealer on the same day the foreign currency payment is accepted. The change ensures Seychelles' compliance with the IMF's revised multiple currency practices rule, promoting a transparent market-based exchange rate mechanism. The amendment also aims to facilitate smoother implementation for businesses and financial institutions. Cabinet has approved a comprehensive tourism, agriculture and livestock development master plan for L'Union Estate. The plan will roll out in 4 phases: tourism development, tourism expansion, agriculture and livestock development, and targeted waste management intervention. A new policy was adopted to regulate luxury vehicle services. It outlines limits on the number of service operators, along with strict vehicle and driver eligibility criteria. The policy also introduces operational standards. And Cabinet considered and approved the mid-year fiscal review and associated supplementary budget measures for 2025. The Ministry of Finance, National Planning and Trade will hold a press conference on the subject.
Members of the public have started using the new Ile-du-Port road after the Minister for Transport, Anthony Déjac, officially opened the road this afternoon. The 2 new lanes at the Ile-du-Port roundabout to the English River roundabout will also be used for racing. He made the announcement after visiting several road projects during the day today.
I'm very happy that I've visited 5 projects. Some have been completed, like Khashoggi Road at Belom. Some are ongoing, like Rochebois-Belloni. And today I'm opening a new road at Ile-du-Port, which will also be a dual carriageway. And why not in future, in September, we're opening it also as a racetrack. We have almost completed the crash barriers. There'll be reinforced crash barriers. The fences are on a ship almost arriving into port, but the road is ready. The grandstand will be shortly constructed. The plan for the race has already been done by the Motorsports Association of Seychelles. We've also consulted all the stakeholders, including insurance, and we have a specific and special insurance for the racing on that day. We've consulted the police. They will be active in law and order and traffic control. And we've also consulted with the Highway Patrol and the ambulance service under the Ministry of Health.
The Indian High Commissioner to Seychelles, Kartik Pandey, has completed his mandate after 3 years of service. Since his accreditation in November 2022, High Commissioner Pandey has strengthened bilateral relations through several projects. These include community development, school renovations, and road construction. Further cooperation in maritime security, which included helping establish a national hydrographic office. His tenure has also marked the launch of direct flights by Indigo, which will encourage more visitors and connectivity between the two countries. In addition, the country has also benefited from more scholarships and cultural exchanges. Mr. Pandey says that after his leave, he will resume work in Britain as Deputy High Commissioner, and he will encourage his successor to continue the work he has started here in Seychelles.
The first advice would be that you are in such a beautiful country, immerse yourself in this country. The relationship with India is very friendly. There are no problem areas, but there is a lot of scope to do a lot of things, like we want to have more Seychellois training in India. We want to have more Indian tourists coming to Seychelles, and we also want to have more overall cooperation. So I think those are the main areas that could be focused on. A lot of base groundwork has already been done, so I'm sure he'll have an easier task.
The Seychelles Fashion Week has opened a new door of opportunity for local designers and models. Designer Mervyn Cedras and models Bertrand Zin, Adrian Rignas and Chiara Siflor are in South Africa for a fashion business fair. South Coast Fashion Fair is an annual event launched 3 years ago to promote small and medium fashion businesses in the region, and this year it will be held on the 29th and 30th of August. Amongst the event on the program is a sewing bee competition, makeup competition, and it will end with an award ceremony. The business fair is organized by Sisters Fellers, a group of designers from South Africa, which has been taking part in the Telly's modeling agency's Seychelles Fashion Week since it started in 2018.
Those who come with something that is already existing, we try and help them and push them towards the right channels, like the retailers, because we do invite the buyers, the actual buyers from the retailers. So if you have a product that is ready for the market, there's a possibility that they could scout you and then have the products in their stores, because when they go there, they already have it in mind that they're doing scouting. It means that me going there every year has bad fruits that now are helping others to come and also witness South Africa. Maybe even themselves are going to find a seat in South Africa where they can staple themselves and then build businesses and find market, you know.
Last night, the heart of Victoria was alive with vibrant colours, rhythmic music, and deep devotion as the Navasatki Vinayagar temple hosted its annual Vinayagar Chaturthi chariot procession. Also present at the procession were Vice President Ahmed Afif and his wife, as well as the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, Sébastien Pillet, and his wife. The event drew hundreds of devotees and curious onlookers into the sacred celebration of Lord Vinayagar, also known as Lord Ganesh. The chariot procession, which began from the temple on Kessie Street, then went to Royal, Harrison, and Lodge Streets, accompanied by the hypnotic sounds of Nathaswaram music and chants from devotees. And with this, we come to the end of this news summary.